Okay, so that's our sim. Looking quite good. If you remember, we have these rocks here. I didn't add those in as collision objects. You could definitely add them in as collision objects. The thing is, I didn't do that because it's not really getting anywhere where it's kind of hitting them anyway. And also, I mean, so it's not really adding anything to the sim. I am adding them later when we're doing a flip simulation. For this one, I didn't. You could add this in, but probably not by just merging it into the simulation here, because I mean, you're gonna run into the issue that, I mean, some of these are going to the ground, and we have those issues. So you need to do that a little bit differently. I can show how that would work. So I guess let's dive in here. Let's maybe turn off simulation. Let's copy let's go into our into our rocks here. Let's copy our out node. Let's object merge it into our landscape. So now we have something to work with over there. So you don't want to merge this into this, because it's just going to give collision errors and a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's do a null like that. Kind of what we want to do is we want to set this up as a deforming object. We can just use the shelf tools if we wanted. Then we'll just put some stuff down. And let's see if we can actually do that. So, okay, so what we need to do is we need to click on this thing here and then make our active dot network the RBD bullet solver /.net. You can go out, select this landscape, and then control click on our deforming object. This should, and as you can see, this puts down all of our stuff over here. So what this then will do, so this will unpack it and then create a VDB from it. And now we need to really up this resolution. Delete channel 0.1, see what that will give us. Maybe even lower, 0.0. Okay, that looks good. Now let's see what that did in our simulation. So what you need to do is you need to, so I already did this in a previous tag, but you need to, so by default this will be like this. Then you need to allow editing of content. So right click on it and then do allow editing of content, which will be over there. You can go in there. Then you need to just make this big. Then you press Ctrl F and you can search for DOP network. So you can .net if you then press enter. So this is where the actual rigid body simulation happens. So the RBD solver inside of SOPs is just essentially just a subnetwork which has a DOP network in there. So we just go in there and let's see. All right, so what this just did is it just merged in a static solver with our landscape here. And then we just want to turn off deforming geometry because we don't, the only reason we click this thing is because this will create a VDB from it. And just set it up as a static VDB object. And we kind of wanted those controls to be able to do that on sub level. So now we can go out. Ctrl B. Okay, let's save. Go back. Let's enable our simulation again. And let's put this to auto update. So we'll probably make it a lot slower. That's not actually that bad. So let's go in there again. Oh, and by the way, if you want to go quickly to something like this, you could select something and then hit Ctrl 1, 2, 3 or whatever to sort of set a hotkey. So if I press Ctrl 3, set a quick mark. And if I were to go out here, if I press 3, I'm back there. So if I now go in here, you can see my rocks are in there as a collision object. And this needs to be set to, let's have a look. Bullet data needs to be set to concave, because you can see right now it doesn't understand. So it's trying to make a convex geometry from this whole thing, which it cannot do. So it needs to be concave, or you need to use you need to load it in differently. But in this case, concave will work fine. See, now this will work. Now they will be used as collision geometry. They will be, it's a little slower. It's actually not that bad. But again, I mean, in this simulation, it doesn't really do much. But I'll just leave it in, so it's in the help file as well that you can download. Let me just save this out, and then we can continue with some other stuff. So yeah, I guess now what we kind of want to do is we want to start setting up our pyro, making our pyro maybe a little bit more interesting. Use the velocity from these things inside our pyro. And again, I mean, we already have our base setup for our pyro over here. We just, of course, need to make it look better, because I mean, we didn't really have the most interesting explosion before. So we're gonna need to tweak some stuff there. Then when we have that, then we can do the flip simulation from it, which we already have set up for the most part. And after that, we can make some extra FX elements and then start lighting and shading our scene.